G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. What you building? Well, I am back with another review on a classic Lego set. This is the Republic Dropship with AT-OT Walker. It is set 10195. Came out way back in 2009. It has 1,758 pieces and originally came with 8 minifigs. As you can see in the Walker, there is a lot more than 8 minifigs there. I have got the whole thing kitted out with troops, so I wanted to put those in there. As soon as I got this set, I wanted to fill up all the seats inside with minifigs, so I've done that. I'm just going to leave them in there for the sake of this review. We will get into a close-up of the minifigs that actually do come with the set, but just wanted to point that out. The other thing I want to point out too is there's quite a few stickers that I have not put on this set. I've placed a few on there that I will point out. We do get quite a few printed pieces as well, but I really just wanted to highlight that I didn't put most of the stickers on because I just think it looks awesome without it. Speaking of awesome, some people consider this a UCS set, a Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars set. Personally, I don't, but don't let that stop you from the magnificence of this set. So I'm letting the cat straight out of the bag and telling you how much I love this set. But let's go in and have a quick look at those minifigs and then we'll check the set out. As I said in the beginning, we get 8 minifigs with this set. I'm only going to show these 2 because they are all the same. On the left we have a clone pilot, so in the set we get 2 clone pilots, and on the right is our clone trooper, which we get 6 of. Nothing too special with these minifigs, although the clone pilot is a fairly rare minifig. I guess he only comes in 4 sets. His helmet does have some very nice printing, and of course you just get the standard clone face. There's a closer look at that helmet. And while it is different printing on the front between the pilot and the trooper, it's the same on the back of the torso. So start off with the AT-OT Walker. So looking down the side, there's quite a few armoured plates down the side. We have all the mechanisms of the legs, these awesome printed dishes, just to show you how these legs work. You can move them back and forth like so. We do have a handle up on top here where you can pick up the whole Walker, and there's the legs dangling there. It can be a little bit difficult sometimes getting them all to drop back into position, but there we go, just like that. You can make out that it is walking as well if you wish. Put a bit of bend in this one, and there we go. Make it look like it is walking. Let's drop him back again. Couple of legs sticking on that side. On the back here we have a couple of cannons, and if we take it all the way around to the back, we actually have a ramp here for your troops to come down. So you can just pull that down like that, comes all the way down, and let me push that forward so you can see it. It's quite a steep ramp, so they're going to sort of come tumbling out of there, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts with that. Nice little feature. There's not a lot of individual play features with this. It's all about just the Walker itself and cutting your troops. If we go right around to the front, we have a couple of cannons. We might just go a bit on the angle there so you can see that. We have the cannons here. We have our cockpit up the front, and we can get into the pilot there, so it's just pulling this back, and that is a function of the picking up of the Walker, so we'll get to that. But here you can tilt that forward and open this right up and get to your trooper inside, your pilot inside. Let me give you a close look at that. There we go. Now As I said in the beginning about stickers, there's supposed to be stickers all on these windscreen pieces. I like it like that, so I didn't add the stickers. You can see here that I did add some stickers just up on here, and let me get that real close to the camera, and if you can see that, that's why I don't add the stickers. That one is already peeling, so I shouldn't say already, it's a pretty old set, but yeah, that's why I'm not real keen on the stickers, just so if they start peeling. But yeah, I didn't add too many to this set. Looking from the top down of the Walker, so you can really see that it's really open. It is just a troop transporter. So we have all our seats in here. We have 9 up the back here, and then we have 7 in the front. So we've got 16 seats for all your troopers. You can have these little holes here as well, the little studs here, and if I take one out, you can put your weapons in there. So you can store all your weapons along the side, well, 6 of them anyway. There's your handle for picking up your Walker. And one last look at this awesome 8-legged beast. And now on to our magnificent dropship, and this thing is a beast. Let's get the stickers out of the way first. It's supposed to have a sticker on here, down on here. I didn't put those on. These are stickers here. There's another one on the back and one on top here that you'll see a little bit later on. We have a few more play features with this ship than what we get on the Walker. We do have a firing mechanism here for the missiles, so let's have a closer look at those. You can see we have 4 missiles here under the wing. We have 4 more on that side, and if we swing it around, you can see the axle piece here that launches those missiles. So let's have a crack at that. Here we go, whooshka, and off they go. They really do take off too. They've shot right off the end of the table. Have to go and get those in a minute. But when you have the missiles, don't worry about that too much, because down in here you can actually lift this panel up like so, and inside we have storage for another set of flick fire missiles. And you just close that up. While we're down this end, let's have a look at the back here. We actually have a little hatch here for your little access port to get into the missiles, or to for the pilot to get in. Not too sure what that back door's for, but just to point that out. And on the front here we do have our cockpit to get your pilot in and out. There's nothing in there, no heads up display or anything. Just to show you the build through here, obviously it's quite narrow, but it is very, very strong, and that is done with Technic bricks. So this piece here does lift up. It's really just to hide the Technic pieces. Actually just come off. Let's lift that right up, and I'll show you in there just to show you the center chassis, if you like, of that neck piece that it gets all its strength from. And as I said, very sturdy. You got no problem there with any flex or anything. It's very strong. Taking a look on the outside, that has some very nice detailing with these tubes. Again, that's a sticker. Following along, if we come out and have a look at the wings, huge wings, big beautiful wings, multiple stacked plates. So again, very strong, nice engine design. Coming round to the back here, we have a turret on the back. It's just on one of those ball joints, moves around very freely. Again, that's another sticker. You can lift this hatch up. There's nothing really inside there, but you can lift it up if you wish. Again, something I missed out on the front here were these turrets. Again, they're on a ball as well. And down on here, these dishes, the same on the Walker, printed dishes there. So here we are looking front on, and it really is a beast of a dropship, isn't it? Here we have the landing gear that just sits on. Again, that is to indicate what picks up the walker. It's not actually the real function that picks up the walker, but awesome design. That looks great. Looking at the top section here, some very nice detailing on there, some nice greebling. That looks fantastic. Of course, that is your handle. So that is a sticker too there, by the way. And with your handle, it just comes forward like that. It does stay up. It's a very well designed handle because you pick it up and it just goes nose down like it's supposed to fly. So just by picking it up there on the front, it's very nicely balanced. Just to hold it one finger, you can see it's very good. It's very strong, nice and sturdy. It sort of wobbles a little bit sideways, but you don't have to worry about that because it's very strong. Easily holds the weight of the dropship and the walker. To show you the mechanism on the dropship to pick up the walker, it is quite tricky to get in here, but there is the pin there that actually will go through the handle of the walker. Now if we just push this back, and I'll try to come in from this side, if we just pull that back, you can see that that other pin just drops down, and there you can see by moving it, that axle piece here is what will spring into the Technic hole on the Technic brick of the walker. So basically, if I can just push my finger up there, that will spring that in. So it just works on a rubber band. So we've got a rubber band just here. And I'll come in from a different angle. Okay, so this is the piece we're looking at here, and if we load that, if we pull that back, it drops down, and then your axle piece is ready to drop in through the hole. And when you come up onto the walker, you're going to hit on that axle just there, and if you push that up, it springs in and will lock in place. So let's have a closer look at that, and let's pick up the walker, go for a fly. To get your AT-OT Walker ready to be picked up by the dropship, you just need to lift the handle here. There's a little piece underneath that you can lift up, and that just locks your handle in an upright position. I'll show you a close-up of that. So here's the handle here. Lift that up, lift this piece up into there so it just fits in that hole, and that locks it into place. The idea is the top of this handle here hits the mechanism on the dropship, and that causes a pin to go into this hole to be able to pick it up, and then of course as soon as you release any pressure off that, it just drops back. The next thing you need to do is just pull this back here like this, and that just folds down. You can do that with all your troopers still in there, and then you just lift this cockpit up like this, and that just tilts all the way back, and then your walker is ready to be picked up. Then the dropship comes in over the side of the walker, and it's just going to hit on that piece there, and through the hole it goes. Easy as that. And just to show that again, it comes down and just hits straight on that piece, goes through, off you go. And just to show you can come in on the fly and pick it up, in comes the dropship Wooska, as easy as that. Off you go. How cool does that look? And as I said, with the handle, very strong. You got no problem with the handle whatsoever hanging onto that. You can give it a good old swoosh around, and then to release it you can just press on there, or you can just pull back on this, but it's easier to press on there. So it flies in, drops the walker, and that's just so much fun. I've got to do it again. In we come, pick it up, fly away, and let's drop it from a bit more height this time. Flying in, whooshka. one of the cannons fell off. But the fun just doesn't stop there with this awesome set, because in the following year, in 2010, we had this great set here, the Clone Turbo Tank 8098. That was released, and you can pick this beauty up with the dropship as well. All you need to do for this one is you pull the handle up, you pull out the Technic pin that you normally use to hang on to pick it up with. You pull that out, you put it in a little bit lower, and all that does is lock that piece up. So it just makes it easier to bring the dropship down onto that. The sides of the dropship do catch on here a little bit, so you do got to be careful for that. Let's just turn those up. I don't know if that will make it any easier, but let's have a go. The dropship's loaded and in it comes. We come down on here and we hit on that piece there, and away we go. And there we go with the Clone Turbo Tank. How awesome is that? It is just such a fun set. Can't get enough of it. And isn't that a cool sight to see? Just so much fun. With so much to show on this set, I wasn't actually going to do a comparison, but let's do one anyway. So we will compare it with the 2008 Republic Attack Gunship set 7676. So from this angle you can see how much longer the dropship is. And if you're still not sure about the size, let's throw in set 75153, the AT-OT Walker from this year, 2016. I know most Star Wars fans already have that set in their collection, so that might just give you an idea on the sheer size of this beast. And from above, and that does look pretty cool. And for a comparison on the AT-OT Walker, I thought it would be good to compare it to the most famous Walker of all. And of course, that is the AT-AT. And this is set 8129 from 2010. A more frontal look, and let's throw in the AT-ST again just for one final comparison. So there you have it for my Watch Your Building review on this awesome Star Wars set. As I said in the beginning, I really love this set. It is fantastic. I really can't pick anything that's bad about this set because it's just awesome all round. It looks great to get two builds in one set. I mean, how awesome is that? And just the size of both of them. How good do they look? It's really top notch. The play features, the mechanism to pick it up and fly around with it is really awesome as well, so you can have a lot of fun playing with it. But for me, just having it sitting there like that is awesome, and I love just displaying it. And of course, being able to pick up the Clone Turbo Tank is a sweet feature as well. But I think that's about it for this review. Let me know what you think of this set. Have you got it? Have you always wanted it? I'd really love to hear from you. If you liked this review, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to see more Star Wars, because I've got stacks of Star Wars already on my channel, and I've got heaps more to come. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be sweet. But for now, I'm going to scoop up that Walker and go for a fly around the house. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.